Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Axia, as we are about to get going here live at Bathurst here for GTMR's race here. It's going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be definitely a blast. We're going to be taking a look here real quick. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. Before qualifying kicks over, we're going to switch it over to the AM, actually, that is the pro category. I apologize. Pro category here. As we can see, we got Irfan in the lead right now for the pro class with Shuffler P2, followed by LaRock, then Molina, Jashki, Gulzar, Lloyd, Felix Palant, and Easton. And then we're going to switch over to take a look at the silver category. Let's see. Oh, looks like we're pulling looks like we're pulling all the things. We're just going to switch over to the live scene here as we made a little bit of a mistake as we go through, ladies and gentlemen, and we get going here. Free practice. We got 13 minutes left, everybody. It's definitely going to be a blast right now as we see the cars right now in the pits. Vasquez still out on a qualifier here, ending up his free practice qualifying. So we're going to have 30 minutes of qualifying. The last 10 minutes, the first 10 is going to be the AMs. The second 10 is going to be the silver, followed by the last 10, which is the pro. As we finish up here and we have qualifying. Qualifying will be starting up here. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be fun. As we get going, as we see the Maca rolling out. And here go the amateur class. Let's take a look here. Let's see, we have Patrick Allen rolling out. LaRock rolling out, Alan Zhu rolling out right behind him. We should have Shawarma rolling out and Broman rolling out. So right now we have 4 AMs here for this qualifying session. Definitely keeping an eye on them here. Patrick Allen rolling it out. Alan Zhu in that beautiful GTMR Porsche as he rolls through here as he's working his way up the hill. And then we have Shawarma in the background here, the India driver in that Mustang working his way up the hill as well, with Broman right in front of him as we see. So Patrick Allen is going to be the flying lap here in qualifying. This is going to be a 45-minute race, everybody, so this is definitely going to be an interesting one to say the least here as we see Patrick Allen. He's about to crest the hill and he will have a flyer. Definitely an amazing weekend we are having. I hope everybody else is having a wonderful weekend as well. Ooh, catches the wall a little bit. He's going to have to recenter himself as Alan Zhu is looking to take the lead here in this overall championship. Let's take a look. Let's see where he is in this overall championship here in this series. Let's take a look real quick. Let me pull that up. Let's see. Meister Racing. As Alan Zhu should be starting his lap here very soon. Alright, season 11. So right now, Matt Ogilvy is leading the series as of right now with 150 points. Alan Zhu in P2 with 141. Alan Zhu dives back into the pits. Zhu is not going to run, but Patrick Allen looks like he is going to be leading it out. Alan Zhu starts in the pits. Looks like we had a little bit of a spike right there with Alan Zhu dropping back. So here goes Patrick Allen working his way up nice and tight right there. We also have Brian Katz as well in the AM. He's going to be battling it out as well here. And Katz is looking to, he's sitting P5 right now in the championship with 101 with Patrick Allen at 139. So right now, Patrick Allen, if he gets a good run in Alan Zhu as well, these two guys will jump up and they will be 1 and 2 in this championship fight as long as they finish out. It's definitely going to be interesting with Katz winning the last 2 races in round 2 and 3. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. as we go through. So Patrick Allen working his way down the hill. This is going to be his flyer. A little bit of squirrel. He manages to save it as he's working his way down. Sharma right behind. Sharma. I can't believe I keep saying it. Dubert. Cat is my target. Hey, there we go. Cat's being called out right now as Cat's. Let's take a look. Is he driving right now? Oh, there he is as he's going through. That's Dubert. Cats is my target. As we see, let's take a look. We have Broman in the BMW. Nobody still's yet to set a lap time here. Broman crosses the line. He is not on a flyer. Alan Zoo's coming up. I want my GTMR points. As we have Patrick Allen crosses the line with a 207. It's Zoo not taking it over with a 206 there, as we see Sharma bringing it in with a 206.4. So right now we have a big battle with 5 minutes remaining of this AM class. And Allen Zoo 2/10 behind Sharma in this fight, with Patrick Allen 8/10 back against Sharma in that qualifying session for the AM class, as Broman still trying to find something, still trying to build in a lap here as we go through. Let's take a look. Where is Brian Katz here working his way down the back straight? As we see Brian Katz working his way down the grid. Here he comes up to the final corner. What can he do? He is the target of DeBow. Well, let's see as he comes out in this weird golf meme liveried car. Ooh, Katz, 3.5 seconds off the pace of Sharma, but he is probably working his way back in, trying to build up. Patrick Allen up a whole entire second. He could out-qualify Sharma. Sharma's still up 8/10, but can Patrick Allen find more coming out of the hill? Down the hill, onto the back straight here as he works his way down. Let's take a look here, down on the inside on this fast right-hander. Oh, beautiful run out of that chicane. Here he comes up to the final corner here in that McLaren. Let's see how he, nice and tight, he runs it, going a little bit out, a little bit late on the throttle as he crosses the line, putting it up on ahead of Sharma by 0.023. There, Alan Zhu looked like he was up, but he fell behind Sharma coming out of the pits there. Alan Zhu pulling off just a little bit. Ooh, we got Osman Broman 5 seconds off the pace of the leader right now of Patrick Allen. But he is up 8/10 up on his time in that BMW, trying to make it work. Ooh, a little bit slippery in the BMW, trying to overdrive the car a little bit there. But he is improving now, 1.4 seconds faster. He will be catching up to Brian Katz in that 3.5 seconds behind there, so there will be a battle. We also have Alan Zhu up 7/10. Oh, Broman hits the wall. Oh, and the mountain captures another one. Alan Zhu 6/10 up on his time. If he can keep this going with Patrick Allen, Alan Zhu needs to find 2 more. Patrick Allen is up 6 now. Zhu needs to out-qualify Patrick Allen if he wants to have great success here and try to take out the lead. Zhu finding 1/10. Patrick Allen up now 8/10 up on his time. Patrick Allen is ahead of Alan Zhu. He is right now working his way down the hill with Sharma right in the middle. Ooh, Patrick Allen hits the wall. Alan Zhu losing out the time, but can he find more? Patrick Allen is looking to lock this out for the AM class here with 1 minute and 50 seconds left to play. They will have a flyer when they cross the line. Ooh, Patrick Allen now 4/10 up on his time as he works his way through down into the final chicane here at Bathurst. Ooh, catches a little bit of the curb. Good exit out. Sharma trying to get a good run on him as they come up to the final corner. Here, Patrick Allen goes. Can he keep it up? He's still improving on his time. Not by a whole lot as he crosses the line with 5/10 left to go. He does with a 2:05.945. Now, can Sharma and Allen to respond to this time against them? Broman is calling it quits. He's like, hey, look, I set my time. I'm in my piece. Allen Zoo looking to find something happen. Both drivers setting 3 laps on their run. Sharma, looks like Patrick Allen is losing a little bit, but Sharma hasn't improved on his time as they approach. As they go through. So in about 47 seconds remaining, we're going to see, Sharma's up 3/10 on his time. Is Patrick Allen going to encroach on it? Sharma's going to call a day possibly here until they approve here, as Patrick Allen is just trying to put in his lap. In about 30 seconds, we will be seeing these silver drivers roll out of the pits. Sharma now up 5/10. He is improving. So this is, as he catches the wall a little bit right there. Allen Zoo now 3/10 up on his time. Now 4. Zoo catching up a little bit more. Sharma behind Patrick Allen is showing 1 second on his time, and that will invalidate his lap right there. But Allen Zoo 6/10 as he's working his way down the hill. Patrick Allen is not improving. He is down 6/10. Here goes Allen Zoo on his way down the hill as he's trying to work his magic around the hairpin bend. Here he goes on the back straight. Now the silvers are rolling out here in this qualifying session. The AMs are going to be finishing up their time. Allen Zoo coming down the back straight. What can he do here? Can he hold that 4/10? He needs it to out-qualify Sharma here in this battle. Can he find 3 more to get the 7 to out-qualify Patrick Allen? Through the final chicane, the Porsche driver goes. He's got 6. Oh, he needs to accelerate even better. He's losing a little bit out of that corner. Down 2/10. Oh, but can he, the 2/10 he can find out of the corner. He can out-qualify Sharma. Here he goes around the bend. Here he goes 1/10. Oh, and he does not improve, and that will be the end of his qualifying session, ladies and gentlemen. The qualifying session of, oh, what a shame right there, of the AM. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Allen in P1 for the AM class. Sharma P2, Allen Zoo P3, Brian Katz P4, and Austin Broman P5 as of right now for the qualifying session. But here we have silvers rolling through. Silvers definitely out to qualify themselves. Dubois out in the front in that Mustang as he's going through here in the grid. He's working his way down the hill. Patrick Lewis and Glenson Cruz, one of the newer drivers here, an American driver in that Porsche. Ooh, with a little bit of a wall tap on the downhill. He's going to try to improve and set a good time in that Porsche. As we see Josh Kimball in the Roxy car coming down. The Rexy, I apologize. The Rexy, then the Roxy. As he comes through here, we have Colwall here in the Porsche up to the final corner. So as of right now, it's going to look like it's Dubois coming through the first turn. And he is going to be setting the overall pole position time for silver if he can keep it together. We're going to ride along board with him. I'm going to get a quick drink here. And here he goes, working his way up the grid. The drivers have separated themselves a good amount on the track here, with a good amount of breathing space. Now, we do have a little bit of a cluster there towards when they start working their way up the hill. So that's going to be interesting in how they work themselves out and what they want to do on the track. Here, as we see Dubois working his way down the hill. Oh, a little bit of a lockup in that front left tire there. Oh, that was beautiful. And he works his way, getting super close to the walls as he's working his way around. Heavily onto the brakes, down in the final hairpin before he works his way on the back straight. Here he goes, accelerating out. So the Rockefeller racing car is definitely going to be setting a time. We'll definitely have to see where he's going to be putting that car in qualifying here with 6 minutes and 23 seconds left to play, everybody. So this is definitely going to be a blast here. Ooh, beautiful, nice and tight. Coming up to the final chicane. Here he goes. Not running a whole lot of the curves. He's definitely trying to utilize that Mustang the most that he possibly can. The Canadian driver is trying to make something stick. What does the 87 have in the bag as he's about to cross the line here? And he crosses with a 2:03.3. He's working up the way the hill. Let's take a look. Who's the other three? Liam McNeil's working his way up the hill. Perry Lewis. Oh, Perry Lewis is going to pull off. That's going to allow Joshua Piask here in the final corner. He's coming out. What can Joshua set? Joshua puts it on pole with a 2:03 flat. Josh Kimball 1.98 off the pace. Ken Anderson off the pace right there. As we see these drivers starting to file in their lap times. Glenson Cruz here in the final corner. He is a new driver here, ladies and gentlemen, in our silver class. As he qualifies, he's going to be 2.8 off the pace here from Joshua Piask's pole position setting time for the silver category. And let's take a look here. We see Joshua Piask, he's up 1/10 on his time. Ken Anderson up 2. Chris Chestnut putting himself P4, 1.4 seconds off the pace. And we see Glenson Cruz, Perry Lewis, 4/10 off, but we did see him pull off towards the final corner to allow Joshua Piask through. Liam McNeil working his way up to the final chicane here, as we see Aiden Hasselbrock has gotten in, so that's awesome to see him here as well. Liam McNeil now up to the final corner as he heavily on the brakes, turns in beautifully and accelerates out, catching a lot more of the curb. That's going to slow him down a little bit, but what does that do for his time? I think that invalidated his time, and it did, ladies and gentlemen. As we see Kowalczyk, he has invalidated his time. He has yet to set a time. Kowal working his way up the hill here as he tries to get that Porsche wrangled in. A lot of the curbing. Beautiful run with that Porsche as he works his way down the hill here. Ooh, nice and tight. Not touching any wall. Working his way through. Perry Lewis up now 1.9. Perry Lewis coming up to the final chicane here. He's going to have Joshua Piask right behind him. Both drivers probably trying to help each other as they work their way through the grid. Here he goes, heavily on the brakes down into the final turn. Here he goes in that orange, blue, and teal colors. He puts the car on pole with a 2:02.9, out-qualifying Joshua Piask by 0.092, ladies and gentlemen. So he's up on the time. Glenn Cruz now 1.3 seconds up on his time as well. He's trying to out-qualify his time, which we had a little bit of a yellow, but that's cleared now. Here goes Cruz. Cruz across the line. What does he do? And he slots himself P5, 1.3 seconds off the pace. Ken Anderson diving into the pits. Here, Kowal's coming out of the pits. Glenn going super wide. He still has yet to set a time here as well. Liam McNeil still has yet to set a time. Liam McNeil now working his way down that back straight, coming up to the fast right-hand corner. Let's take a look on the inside. He crosses the line. He still has yet to set a time that was invalid, but it would have been a 2:04.79, which would have slotted him ahead of Josh Kimball there in that qualifying session as Ken Anderson is coming out, and it looks like Glenn Cruz right behind Ken Anderson is on a flyer. Anderson moves out of the way to allow him through as we see Chris Chestnut up 7/10. He's working his way down the back straight here, up to this fast right-hander here. He's up 7/10. This will slot him up 7, would put him ahead of Ken Anderson and right behind DeBow. So that would put him in that P4 spot with the Ferrari. Now he's up 8, 9. Can he hold it together here? Can he get a whole entire second? Because if he can, he'll put him third in the silver category here. What can he do in the final corner? Light on the brakes. Beautiful run. 1.2 now. He's picking up time. P3, 2/10 off the pace. He is definitely catching Perry Lewis right now as we see Josh Kimball in front of him. Definitely stringing it out, trying to find more pace as the time. Joshua Piast trying to find that 1/10 that he needs to out-qualify Perry Lewis. Liam McNeil down 3/10. Kowal and Kowals. Kowal, can he get a valid time? He does, but it isn't exactly what he wants. 2.66 off the pace, which is good. Means that he doesn't have to try to work through the amateur field as well. Let's take a look. Kowalski is trying to find something. Liam McNeil is trying to find something. Kowalski still working his way up the grid with 33 seconds left to play. These drivers are going to have to try to find something. This will be their last flying lap in the split here as Liam McNeil 3/10 off of his time. It doesn't look like he invalidated it coming out of the corner. He's going to slot himself P5 now out of the grid ahead of Ken Anderson. Joshua Piast finding that 4/10 as he's working his way down the hill into that hairpin. Heavy on the brakes. Does he make it stick? He does make it stick. Now 4/10 down the back straight. This would out-qualify him with Perry Lewis. Now the pros are going to be rolling out, ladies and gentlemen, in this qualifying session. Here they work their way through as we see Joshua Piast trying to hold everything together. Kowal still need to try to figure out a time to set here. The number 30 car trying to get a good qualifier as they work their way down the hill. Now, can Piast out-qualify? He is up 2/10. He's up 3/10 now. Chestnut looking like he was finding some time, but he lost it. Josh takes it away from Perry Lewis by 2/10. Glenson Cruz now still working on the uphill. A little bit of a wiggle out of him in the number 7. Ken Anderson into the wall there on that uphill. Kowal 7/10 up on his time. As Kowal now through the final chicane. This 7/10 will help him in the silver qualifying. Kowalski in P9. Only 10,000ths of a second ahead of his brother, but Kowal now trying to make it stick. Kowal leapfrogs him. Glenson Cruz now 5/10 up on his time. What can he do? Can he set a time to boost him up even further in this grid? With the 5/10, he would leapfrog Ken Anderson here. Let's take a look, see what happens. He's still up on Anderson, up a 10th. Liam McNeil up 3/10. Liam McNeil with the 3 would put him a little bit into that 3rd spot or 4th if he can find more. And he does find more. He's teeter-tottering in that 4. What can he do as he crosses the line? P4. Here comes Glenn Cruz. He slots himself P6. Ken Anderson. Oh, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, for the silver class. Piast in P1, Lewis 2, Chestnut 3, Liam McNeil 4, DeBow 5, Ken Anderson 6, Cruz 7. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hamza Gulzar in the 2018 Bentley rocking us through as we see Andrew Jaschke right behind him. Christopher Shuffler right behind them as well. The pro category now in the final 10 minutes rolling out as they work on their flyers, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely going to be fast as we see Gulzar working his way up the hill. Ooh, a little bit of the spark shootout here in that Bentley. Now, the Mustang of Jaschke and Shuffler nose to tail. Shuffler handing setups out like it's goodwill. Jaschke trying to utilize that to put himself ahead of Shuffler in this battle. LaRock as well. There is an all-out fight for Shuffler and LaRock to win this championship series as Irfan isn't there. But we also have the battles of Palant, Lloyd, Gulzar on the door, knocking, trying to see what they can do as they work their way downhill. Light up on the brakes here as they work their way down here. Gulzar, where is he on the track? He's coming up to the hairpin, so we'll be switching over to him to see what his time is as he goes to reset qualifying. As they work their way through the hairpin, the Hoonigan Mustang getting chased down by Christopher Shuffler here in the Shuffy Racing. Oh, there's Lloyd's car. And in that beautiful green, purple, and blackish car as they work their way down the hill into the fast right-hander. This commentary is great. Thank you very much. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the race. I hope you're having fun, Mr. Khen69. As we see, Hamza is about to reset qualifying. He should be crossing the line here shortly in the final. Jaschke allowing Shuffler through now up to the final corner in the Shuffy Racing Mobile. Catches a little bit of the curb, runs a little bit wide, catches a little bit of the dirt. How much is it going to matter? 1 second off the pace as Hamza resets qualifying with a 2:01.2 here as they go through. LaRock now crosses the line. He has a 2 seconds off the pace, but he's still going to be developing as qualifying starts to go through. DeBow, the Ferrari is rigged minus 14 kg, the Mustang plus 16 kg. Honestly, DeBow, you know what? I don't know what to say. I really don't know what. As the 121 car of Easton in the Mustang through the final corner as he accelerates out. What can he do? Slots himself P6. He's trying to regrow. He's trying to rebuild his time here. So right now, some of the pro drivers having a little bit of an issue to dig deep. Jaschke 4.4, but we know he pulled off on that final lap to allow Shuffler through on his time, trying to use Shuffler to grow through a thing. Right now, LaRock 8/10 up on his time coming up the hill. He's going to have Andre Lloyd right in front of him. That 8/10 LaRock is trying to... Lloyd catches the wall. He pulls off. That was a little bit interesting. Hamza up 4. Shuffy up 3. Aiden Hasselbrock in the Macca up 2/10 on his time to try to hunt down these leaders. Iced it up 3 right now. So far, the biggest leader right now is LaRock up 1.1 seconds as he's trying to keep it nice and tight on the downhill out to the wall as he accelerates out. As you can see in the background, here comes Aiden Hasselbrock, 6/10 up in the Macca, chasing him down with Hamza and Shuffy still rushing through this grid. Hamza 3/10. He's trying to make something happen. Shuffy trying to reel Hamza in this overall battle here. We're going to take a look here. We're going to switch over to Aiden before. By the time LaRock gets to the line, Jaschke up a whole entire second. Jaschke finding pace here in this race for the qualifying, for the pro category. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to play. Here we go. LaRock heavy on the brakes. Runs it out wide still, 1.3. Aiden is about to cross the line. Aiden... sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's moving so quick to catch up with everybody. Hasselbrock Gulzar P1 with a 2-minute flat, .862. Hasselbrock 1 minute flat. LaRock 1.4. Shuffy 1.4. Jaschke 1.5. Easton's about to cross the line. 4/10 up on his time here as can he find more coming out of the final corner. Bandera, Felix Palant down there in the 14-15. They're trying to find time. Easton up to P7. 1.8 seconds off the pace. Bandera trying to figure out what he can do here in this McLaren as the camera is moving around. There we go, purple Macca. As we see Felix Palant here in the Audi, the only Audi on the grid, trying to figure out what he can do here as well. Let's take a look. Bandera up 4/10 on his time. He's the biggest mover right now in that Macca, in that P14, the 69 car, trying to conquer this mountain and get ahead of the silver class here as we see Luis Vasquez in that P12 spot at the mountain here. He needs to find a little bit of time as we work our way down the grid with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. For the viewers, if there's a driver that you'd like to see, please let us know. We will definitely showcase them the best that we possibly can here in this qualifying session, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly an honor to have all of you here joining us. And it's truly, I'm truly happy to have you guys here as well. So it's definitely interesting. How is qualifying so far for you guys? And that is our Discord link for those that would like to join us. And we are going to get back to this battle and fighting right now. Bandera up 8-10 so as he works his way down the hill here heavily on the brakes into the final chicane, trying to utilize up everything he possibly can here in this pro category. See what he can do heavily into the final corner as he wraps around the last bend here. Only lost about a tenth as he crossed the line. P9 ahead of Perry Lewis here. Felix Palant up 3/10, working his magic as well. Shuffy in the pits, Jashke in the pits. So far right now we have Hamza, Aiden, LaRock, Easton, Bandera, and then Vasquez and Felix Palant and Andre Lloyd. Felix going across. He's going to sit there in P15 right now. Andre Lloyd in that Aston Martin trying to make something happen with the Punisher livery. He's trying to improve himself here at Bathurst with 54 seconds left to play. And right now the only big mover here is Andre Lloyd, up 4/10 here on the downhill through the fast right-hander as he approaches as the SMR. Let's take a look on the inside. As he accelerates out, and he puts himself P10, 2.2 seconds off the pace, right behind Bandera here in this overall battle here. Let's take a look. Do we have any other big movers right now? Yeah, we do. Felix Palant on the downhill in the Audi, trying to make it work and stick. Here he goes through, nice and light, catches it as he works his way around. Hanging in tight, beautiful run out there with the Audi. Qualifying's over, the last laps will count right now. Felix Palant up 4/10, Easton up 3, LaRock is up 1/10. LaRock teeter-tottering between the 1 and 2/10 on his lap time as they worked out. Right now, LaRock has lost out on his time that he's gained. Now it's between Felix Palant and Easton in their laps gained. Let's take a look here. Easton is right behind Felix Palant. Will stay along board with Felix Palant as they work their way through. Beautiful run out of that final chicane up to the final corner here. What can Felix do? Can he hold it through with that 5/10 now out of the corner? It is going to improve him just by a little bit. Easton now down into the final corner. He catches a little bit of the curb, a little bit of a wiggle right there. Luis Vasquez now 3/10. He is working his way through down the hill in the Porca. Are there two Vasquezes? Nope, just one. Luis Vasquez in that Porca as he comes down the hill up to the final chicane. He's up 5/10 on his time. This will help leapfrog him a little bit here through the chicane as he comes out. Let's take a look on the inside. Beautiful run as he crosses the line. Does he improve? He does not. Andre Lloyd does not improve, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. Hamza Gazar, P1. Christopher Shuffler, P2. Aiden Hasselbrock, P3. Andrew Jashke, P4. And Alexander LaRock, P5. So here we are going to be waiting for the drivers to grid up. They will have a full formation lap here at the end of qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be on our way. It is true. What did you guys think of qualifying? Qualifying was pretty fun here. You know what? Let's pull in one of the drivers. Let's talk to him about qualifying, and let's see what their response is as we work our way through the grid. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to play. Let's grab Christopher Shuffler here right now here as we go through. Ladies and gentlemen, we are welcoming the one and the only Mr. Christopher Shuffler here into the comms booth. Christopher Shuffler, huge qualifying session. We saw the lap times of AM come in. We saw the qualifying times of Silver come in. What is going through your mind now that qualifying is over with and we're just, it's the calm before the storm of the race?
Right, yeah, it's an entire mode switch. So Q is a whole different monster than the setup and the mindset for the actual race. So I've already got my car set up, fuel and tire pressure is adjusted for the ambient. So right now it's just me against that mountain. So Hamza has got pace. He's got, you know, a 1.3 seconds a lap quicker than me on Q, so he'll probably show that same pace showing up in the race. But I got some heavy guys behind me there and try and beat down my back bumper. So if I can keep them behind and survive, that's all I need for this championship.
Now, what is the mindset from the people in the chat, the other drivers, or how's that all playing out here in this race?
I think it's the same for everybody because we have battles independently, so we have silver and pro, and then the individuals based on pace. But you're still fighting a mountain all the while you're fighting cars in front or behind you.
Hmm.
And this is a different. We have 45 minutes with no stop, so it's just an all-out bash to the end. So. If I get lucky, I get lucky. The biggest thing is just bringing it to the checker without any damage.
No, 100% agree with you. Thank you for coming and joining us in the comms booth. I'm going to be sliding you back up there, and I'm going to wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Shuffler here joined us after the qualifying session. Happy to have him here with us as we are waiting for the drivers to roll out, ladies and gentlemen. So it's definitely going to be an interesting one. Gelson Cruz will be looking to start in the pits. It looks here at the start of this race, so that's definitely a bold strategy there for him, and definitely we'll have to keep an eye on that as well as we see everybody rolling around here. As we have 18 seconds left to play, the drivers will be getting going. If there's a driver that you'd like to see, please let me know. We'll jump around. We'll try to pick them up as much as possible. But usually we do a grid down the grid, a video of down the grid. So right now, during their formation lap, we will be taking a look at it, and the drivers should be on their way. I know we do not do standing starts in ACC, and there we have it. Hamza Golzar rolling out in P1 in that Bentley with Christopher Shuffler there in P2 in that Ford Mustang. Aiden Hasselbrock in that Macca right there in P3. Andrew Jaschke in the Hunican Mustang of P4 with LaRock in looks like he is in the Aston Martin here in the Optimum Motorsports Aston Martin as he's rolling around here getting his tires all warmed up. Luis Vasquez, the 777 in the Porsche. He is the Mexican driver, is trying to harness his inner Checo to make something happen. Joshua Piasque leading it into P7, the top silver in diving himself into the pro in that GTMR Mustang here as he's working his way around. Then we have Easton in the Ford Mustang as well, the IXI race car, trying to figure out what he needs to do to qualify, get up a little bit higher here in this race. Bathurst is a different beast compared to the other tracks. We understand sometimes there's going to be a big shuffle of drivers as they go through. Joel Bandera in the pinkish purple Macca here slide himself into P9. Perry Lewis in P10, the other silver driver in that Ferrari, trying to harness everything he could possibly do with the Punisher. Andre Lloyd trying to do everything he possibly can do with the ORC Podium Hunter car here as well. As we jump back down with Chris Chestnut in the Ferrari, trying to harness his ability with that Red Bull Camo TPM car here, as we see Liam McNeil in the Curb Sport Ferrari trying to doing everything he can to keep that championship lead right now against everybody. Dubois in that number 14 Ford Mustang trying to warm up his tires. He was originally in the chat saying it is rigged compared to the Mustang and the Ferrari, but hey, anything is possible. We just have to keep an eye on it. Felix Palat bringing himself into the P15 category for the pros in the back. I'm sure he can move himself up with the race strategy. Ken Anderson, P16 in the Aston Martin. He is in the back half of the championship trying to work his way up. Jar Kowal in that P17 with Joshua Kimball. He is up there in that top spot here in the overall fight battle with the qualifying and the overall standings. Kowalski P19 here in this battle as he is the brother of Jar Kowal up in P17. Curious if there's going to be a little team strategy with the Porsches here in this race as we see Patrick Allen sliding himself into P20 here in this leading for the AM category with Sharma right behind him in the P21 spot. Alan Zhu P22, Brian Katz P23, and then Austin Broman in that P24. Gelson Cruz sitting there in the pits right now before the start. So that's definitely going to be an interesting strategy for him. How much is he going to improve? How much is he going to fall back? As we jump forward to the leaders here as they come up to the final chicane. This is definitely going to be an interesting one, I'm going to have to say. With everything going on in the battles here, it is it's definitely going to be a blast. Definitely curious to see how everybody plays out and they work their way through. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The grid is lining up as we can see Shuffy getting his brakes warmed. Hamza has taken his sweet time. We have 25 drivers, 24 on track, 1 in the pits. As we get going here, Aiden Hasselbrock trying to get his brakes really warm as we approach the final corner. Here we go, the calm before the storm. The drivers rolling through, waiting for the green light in this 45-minute battle. Green, 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 and they are off. Aiden Hasselbrock getting a beautiful run on Shuffler here, heavily on the brakes. Aiden sending it deep here, working away a little bit of a squeeze out of the first corner. Ooh, as we get a little bit of a bottle up there in the final corner. 3 wide, now they're working their way down the back straight as we see Galzar, Shuffler, Aiden Hasselbrock, Aiden up front, Shuffler, LaRock. Oh, as we work our way down here, Luis Vasquez. The grid is working their way through as we cycle down. I am trying my best to keep up with everybody, ladies and gentlemen, as they work their way around. Cruz out of the, see late in through the track map as they work their way up into the hairpin. Nobody's making any mistake. Right now, Kimball nose to tail heavily on the brakes as they work their way through. Sharma now working his magic down on the battle of Josh Kimball here as they go through here up the hill. And they work their way through nice and tight all the way the battles as they go through here. Bandera trying everything he can do on Joshua Piask as we see Easton, Lloyd, Felix, Perry Lewis as they work their way through. As now the leaders are now working their way down the hill. It doesn't look like we have much. No issues here. Lloyd heavily on the brakes as they work their way down here. Ooh, as we see Ken Anderson catching the brakes right behind Debo. Felix Palant. Oh, as we go nose to tail. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful as the start here. Everybody working their way down the hill up to the final hairpin. Felix Palant a little bit heavily late on the brakes here as they work their way down here. Alan Zhu now on the back of Kowalski in this fight. Oh, as we see Brian Katz now trying to take the fight to Alan Zhu as they work their way down the hill. As they go through, now we're going to jump up front here as the freight train continues here at Bathurst. Perry Lewis in the background with Chris Chestnut here in this fight. The cameraman is trying to keep up, and I'm trying to keep up with the cameraman. Aiden Hasselbrock now 4/10 back, Shuffler 1.5 back, as we see LaRock now in the background of Andrew Jaschke of the Hoonigan Mustang with the Aston Martin now chasing him down as they go through here. As we see a little bit of an issue here as people are starting to bounce around here in this battle here. Chestnut 1.1 off the pace. DeBow now chasing him down. DeBow with he's going to have Ken Anderson and Felix Palant trying to reel him in. Sharma goes a little bit wide. That's going to allow Josh Kimball into this fight with Kowalski. Kowalski now trying to chase down with Brian Katz in tow as they work their way through the front straight, ladies and gentlemen. Aiden Hasselbrock now 5/10 in the background as he's trying to chase up Gozar in through that hairpin corner as they work their way around. Felix Palant now 3/10 back from Ken Anderson. He's going to take a look on the inside out as Felix Palant now his race pace is picking up compared to his qualifying pace as he's working his way through. Looks like Liam McNeil had a little bit of an issue. He's down into the P25 spot here in this battle. As they go through here, Colwall now right behind. Ooh, Colwall ahead of Allen Zhu, catching a little bit of a wall there as he's trying to chase down Brian Katz here in this fight in the background pack of this grid here. Now we're going to jump up front here and take a look at LaRock and Vasquez. LaRock is trying everything he can. Vasquez leapfrogged him a little bit here in this race. Oh, as the battle starts to grow through, Hamza now ahead of Aiden Hasselbrock by almost 1 entire second. Christopher Shuffler now is 2.5. Jashti taking a look at 1.5 back here as we see LaRock and everybody trickling down. As we see Joshua Pias now in the hunt of LaRock. Bandera 8/10s back. Lloyd 6/10s back from Eiston. As we switch over, here is Lloyd making his move on Eiston with 41 minutes left to play, not seconds. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Felix Palant now still all over the back of Ken Anderson as they work their way through. Kowalski or Josh Kimball. We're going to switch over here. He's going to try to take a look at Sharma. Kowalski now taking a look on Josh Kimball here as they approach the final corner here. Heavily on the brakes as Josh Kimball work his way through. Ooh, catching a little bit of the curves. Now Josh Kimball trying to reel in that AM driver of Sharma here in the race here as we see Katz and Colwall here battling it out. A little bit of a wiggle out of the Porsches as they go through. Oh, Katz catching a little bit of the dirt. That's going to allow Colwall through. Now that's going to allow Allen Zhu to reel in Katz here on this front straight with Patrick Allen in the background. Austin Broman in the background there, as well as in the P23 spot. Liam McNeil now taking his 2 crews in this silver-to-silver matchup, the final last place here. Allen Zhu heavily on the brakes. Katz going wide. Katz tapping the wall a little bit here in this battle. Here, we're going to jump aboard Eiston on Bandera. Bandera now having to battle off Eiston and Andre Lloyd as they work their way through before they cross the hill up to Sunset here. Beautiful run. We're going to jump along board on the dash as they work their way downhill so I can get a little bit of a drink. And as we see the drivers come down here, they are nose to tail. The freight train continues. It looks like Broman is in the pits. Liam McNeil is in the pits as well here as this fight happens to break down here. As, ooh, Joshua Pias, something happened. Looks like he's got a little bit of front end damage. He's going to allow these pro drivers through in this battle, but that's going to allow Perry Lewis to catch up to Joshua Pias in this fight. Joshua Pias dives into the pits. Looks like he is going to try to repair. So the storm of this track is starting to develop. Now, Luis Vasquez on the back end of Andrew Jashke as the battle develops between the Porsche and the Ford driver here onto the front straight with LaRock now looking from the outside in here in this fight here. As they go through, we're going to jump down below. Here we see Eiston on the back end of Bandera with Perry Lewis. We're going to take a look what other close battles we have. Let's take a look in the AM category. We have Katz, Zhu, and Patrick Allen here, nose to tail in this freight train. Kowalski looks like he possibly has some damage possibly as he fallen down the grid a little bit as the driver's still working their way through here. Ooh, Katz trying everything he can to hold off Allen Zhu in this fight. Brian Katz has won it every race so far here as they go through. Let's take a look. We're going to jump along board here right now as Vasquez 3/10 back on his time. He is in the hunt of Jashke as he works his way down the hill in the board. Little bit of a wiggle. That's going to allow LaRock here to chase him down and catch up here. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope the race is going wonderful for you. It's going wonderful for me. I'm going to lose my voice with 37 minutes left to play. Ooh, a little bit of a tap out of LaRock there in the background as they catch through. Right now leading the race, Golzar, Hasselbrock, P2, Shuffler 3, Jashke 4, Vasquez 5, LaRock 6, Bandera 7, Eiston 8, Lloyd 9, Perry Lewis 10, DeBow 11, Ken Anderson 12, Felix Palant 13 here as we watch things grow. Let's take a look. We have LaRock 6/10 back from Vasquez trying to chase him down. But we have a battle for P8 here. Easton, Lloyd now chasing down Bandera. Lloyd trying to reharness everything he can after a horrible qualifying session here. Everybody super deep into the brakes into the final corner. This is going to allow them to reel in Bandera the best that they possibly can here. As we see the cycling of a lot of drivers having issues here in this race. As they go through, Felix Palan in the pits. Does he have damage? That is the random question here, but right now the battles are growing here as we see Brian Katz all over the back of Kowal with a little bit of dirt kick up. Katz, Zoo, Allen, all here freight training through the final chicane here as we see Joshua Pias coming out. This is a big battle. Chestnut in the pits. Broman is still in the pits. Felix Palant still in the pits as everything is growing here. Easton now 4/10 back with Bandera, the Mustang Macabat. Oh, Bandera with a little bit of a wiggle. Easton having the lift here as they're about to crest the hill as they go through. Now, what can they do here as they work their way through? Easton trying to make everything stick. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle out of Easton. Oh, a little bit of a bump and run here as they go down the hill. Easton reeling him in 4/10 now. Lloyd with the upside down 666, the 999s. Definitely people need to play the casino today. Don't. It's a bad habit. Now, as they work their way down the hill, Lloyd trying everything he possibly can. A little bit of a tap out of the back end here as they go through here. Vasquez now 3/10 off the pace of Jashke. Looks like it'll the update cycle through. He is now 7/10 off the pace of Jashke as they work their way through. Shuffler 7.5 seconds off the pace of Gulzar. I do not see. Ooh, what happened to Aiden? Was it a disconnect by chance? I think it was a disconnect. Now let's go slot Shuffler up to P2 here in this fight as we try to see Eisen still trying to work his way through. We're going to jump down here. Allen, Zoo, now getting attacked by Patrick Allen in this fight. Porsche, Macca working their way through the fast right. Allen taking a look on the inside. Ooh, it's a front name versus last name battle. Allens versus the Allens as they go through. As Allen Zoo trying to hold off Patrick Allen here in this battle. Patrick Allen trying to reel in Zoo with a little bit of a wiggle. He's going to have Kowalski right behind him in the Porsche. The Porsche having a little bit of front end damage. Curious in how much that is going to affect him in this race as they come out through the corner as we see Felix Palant. I watched ordered KFC glass bag. Where's Aiden? Aiden looks like he had a bit of a connection issue, Farmer, here as Felix Patrick Allen. I don't know, probably warming up his tires or something here, but that's going to allow Kowalski to catch up to him. But we're going to jump aboard Joel Bandera here in this battle between him and it looks like Eisen got around him. So now Andre Lloyd is in this battle of the Pro Series as they attack. So far, here they go down the hill. Perry Lewis in tow in the background here. Bandera getting a little bit of wiggle. The Mountain is trying to capitalize on a lot of people. Looks like there's a little bit of a damage here and slow. The number 23 car having issues. That's going to be Patrick Allen into the hairpin with the 30 car. And the 30 car is going to be Kowalski in that hairpin. Curious on what's going to happen there. But right now, Bandera on the back end of Eisen. They are freight training up to the fast right-hander. Bandera going to take a look on the outside. Eisen going to cover the inside. Can Bandera hold it together? He is, ooh, side by side here into the final chicane they go. Eisen's going to allow through. Lloyd now taking a look on Eisen. Now here comes Perry Lewis. Lloyd covering off. Oh, he's covering off Perry Lewis. Perry Lewis now trying not to take the fight, but he is as they come up to the final corner into this race here as they go through, catching a little bit of a dirt. Now that battle is going to allow Lloyd to fall back a little bit with Perry Lewis on the back end of Andre Lloyd. DeBow now trying to chase down the Ferrari of Perry Lewis in this fight overall. The endurance of this race is developing, but we are going to take a look here. Perry Lewis is going to take a look on the outside. Lloyd going to cover over the inside as Perry Lewis trying to figure out what he's going to do here in this fight as they work their way up the grid. So far, how is the race, everybody? Like I said, I'm doing good. I'm probably going to lose my voice today. As we're going to jump along board here real quick. Vasquez on the back end of Andrew Jashty as they crest the hill of Sunset here. Jashty trying to hold it off here, lightly on the brakes here. The Porsche driver now being attacked by LaRock as they work their way down the hill. LaRock trying to salvage as many points as he possibly can here in this championship battle. Oh, Vasquez with the light tap. That's going to allow LaRock now into this fight here. He's going to reel him in. We're going to switch over. As we see LaRock taking a look on the inside, nothing was there for him as he accelerates out. Patrick Allen in the pitch, Kowalski in the pitch, Chestnut 2 laps out. He's going to try to salvage his point. Even if they, it doesn't matter if you finish 7 laps behind or 2 laps behind, you're still going to get points. Andre Lloyd trying to make something stick. Perry Lewis right behind. But Lloyd is in this battle with Easton here in this fight. As Bandera has now stretched it out to about a 1.1 second gap here. But DeBow is on the back end of Perry Lewis in this fight here as they work their way through up to before they start working their way up the hill. Hey, look. Hello, Lloyd. Oh, through the famous hairpin, you can see Perry Lewis's Ferrari in that background, stalking, trying to make something happen, trying to make something stick as they work their way up the hill here with 29 minutes left to play, ladies and gentlemen. As of right now, Golzar has separated himself to 11.7 seconds after Aiden's disconnection here. As we see Vasquez in that P4 spot. A little bit of a light tap on the wall. He is trying to hold off. LaRock is trying to make something happen, but we're going to switch back here in this battle. Lloyd now on the back end of Easton as he works his way through. Nobody's touching the wall in this group. As they've worked their way down the hill, you can see Lloyd trying to make something work, but it's just not having it right now. As now the grid is starting to calm down and starting to relax a little bit. So right now, this is the closest battle we have right now with 28 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. Lloyd taking a look as a deep set. Light tap on Easton, and there goes the spin out right there. As we jump along board, Vasquez now trying to do everything he can to try to catch the Hoonigan Mustang as they go around the bend, as we see Vasquez trying to reel him in the best that he possibly can. As we see Easton and Lloyd cycling down the grid. As we see Cruz pass Allen. Cruz still with a lot of that front end damage there in the Porsche. As he works his way out, and he's going to start trying to catch. He's going to have, he already got through Allen Zoo. He's going to have Brian Katz, and now he's going to have to try to chase down Kowal and Kimball here in this battle. As we see Sharma up there, 8/10 back. He's 8/10 back from Andre Lloyd, the India driver. Chestnut 297 seconds. 2 left. That's Kowalski down there in P22 here in this fight. Let's take a look. Vasquez now 5/10 back from Andrew Jashty. Jashty trying to do everything he possibly can as he works his way down the hill. Super late on the brakes here. do we have any other closer battles? It looks like Cruz. He's going to be catching Brian Katz here up on the hill at Sunset. Cruz setting fast laps with a 2:04.6 here in the silver category. He's going to have to try to work his way through the grid here, heavily on the brakes, nice and tight, going through down the hill. They're going to be approaching the hairpin. Cruz is going to try to have to line something up with Katz here on this downhill. Beautiful run out of that line with Cruz. Can Cruz get past Katz here? He's going to need to get the toe. Katz is going to let him through, but how much of that slowdown is going to allow Alan Zhu to catch up to Brian Katz here in this championship fight? That is going to be the big deciding factor. Vasquez in the pit. Oh, is he going to have damage? Let's switch over here. Looks like he had damage, or did he just dive into the pits to grab some fuel and then go? I think he possibly may have accidentally under-fueled the car. That was very weird. As we see Christopher Shuffler up in the P2 spot, he's pretty much had a steady race here, as we'll jump down with Easton. Easton, looks like Easton fell back a little bit. Now he's going to have to start chasing Andre Lloyd. So it looks like a lot of these drivers with the race here are definitely trying to figure out what they need to do and figure out how they need to survive here, as Bathurst is definitely showcasing itself as one of the hardest races here for the season. Let's take a look. Josh Kimball now on the back end of Sharma. Josh Kimball with a little bit of a tap with that pinkish purplish Rexy here as he works his way down the hill. This is definitely going to help him out with the point standing. Lewis, DeBow, and Ken Anderson right now ahead of him. But Ken Anderson is down on the points in the overall championship fight, if I'm correct. Let's take a look here. I'll have to pull that up again. But as they go through, let's see. Do we have any closer fights? Right now, Easton 7/10 back from Easton. Easton 7/10 back from Easton. 7/10 back from Lloyd. Actually, that does not look like 7/10, ladies and gentlemen. That looks like on the bumper, as Vasquez is going to have to try to rework his way through the grid. Here goes Easton. This is going to be a battle for P9 and technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. P6 in class here as they go through. As Perry Lewis is now less than a second from Bandera here. Perry Lewis working his way up the grid. Easton still, Kowalski with a bump and a bounce. Kowalski is a back marker. He's going to have to try to let them through here, but with the way Bathurst is, it's going to be really hard to find a spot. The 196 car, LaRock, is in trouble. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one as they approach Skyline, as they work their way down the hill. Looks like some people, looks like he's going to get through. Ken Anderson's going to come, ooh. Still a yellow flag as they work their way up the hill. Ooh, Lloyd now on the back end of Kowalski. Lloyd's going to have to try to figure out how he's going to squeeze right through and get going here. LaRock with a lot of damage. This is going to help out Christopher Shuffler in this championship fight. Here they come through the final hairpin. Kowalski just pull off. He's going to allow Lloyd through here in this fight. It looks like he's going to allow him through. He's on the far left-hand side. But Easton trying everything he can to catch up here. As they work up through the fast right-hander here. Here they go. I think Kowalski thought Lloyd was going to catch him a little bit faster coming out of that hairpin, but he didn't. as they go through, as we see Cruz now on the back end of Kowal here. This is going to be a championship fight through his silver. See, can Cruz line it up to make it stick and work here as they go through. As we take a look, we got Perry Lewis 3/10 back. He's working his way down the grid. Let's take a look. Here we go. Perry Lewis 7/10 back from Banderas. He's working his way around the grid. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Delta Cruz, he's on the side of the track. I think he's trying to figure out how to turn around without getting in anybody's way. The number 6 car is coming. That's Brian Katz. Oh, Brian Katz trying to squeeze through. Oh, that was a little interesting right there. That was going to be a tight one here as well. And Perry Lewis. Ooh, Perry Lewis trying to work his way through. He's got Bandera up there in P4. Okay, so right now, so far in the grid, we have Hamza Gozar P1 here in this championship fight in the in this race here. P1 in the Bentley with 20 minutes left to go. Christopher Shuffler P2. And then we have Andrew Jashty P3 in the Hunican. Bandera P4. Then we have Perry Lewis right behind him in that Ferrari here in this hunt against Bandera. As well, we have DeBow in P6 right behind Perry Lewis in that other Mustang, trying to hunt and chase them down. LaRock with probably what looks to be probably a lot of damage. I don't see anything on that car. Oh no, yep, there's some damage on the front bumper there. Ken Anderson in P8 trying to work his way through the grid. Andre Lloyd P9. Eiston P10. Eiston's falling down. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle out of Eiston. As we see Sharma here in the P11 spot, he's going to have some damage on that front end. He has a lot of damage on that front end. And we have Josh Kimball in the Rexy Porsche here. He's going to be sitting P12. He's trying to keep his hopes alive for the silver class. As we see Vasquez, number 13 car, he is hunting down and chasing. He actually got through. He's trying to hunt down Kimball and continue. Kowal right behind him there in that P14. As we see Liam McNeil 15, Alan Zhu in the P16, Brian Katz in that P17, Cruz in the pits, Palant in the pits, and Kowalski 3 laps down, trying to rekindle and re-move up the grid here. As we see Perry Lewis still on the back end of Bandera here in this race. So far, this race has been developing very good, very strong. I hope everybody is well here in this race. How's the viewers going? Is there a driver that you guys would like to see? Right now, this is the point where in the race, things kind of tendency to stall out. And then things will pick up in the last couple of minutes. But so far, everything's been going good, ladies and gentlemen. We got Perry Lewis on the back end of Bandera, trying to figure out what he needs to do. So right now, Hamza has a fast lap of 2:01.35. Aiden had a 2:01.657 before he was disconnected in this battle. Let's take a look. Looks like Shuffler had a 2:02.1. Cruz is out of the pits. in that P18 spot. He's going to try to do everything he possibly can to work his way up the grid. A little bit of bump there out of Perry Lewis. But DeBow in the background, still in the hunt to try to take the top spot for the silver category here at Bathurst. DeBow in that background, trying to make something happen here, ladies and gentlemen. It's definitely going to be an interesting one to say the least. Take a look. Do we have any closer battles? We got Lloyd on Ken Anderson. The battle of the Astons here. Lloyd trying to get his way through. Lloyd is a pro driver. He's got Ison 2.4 seconds right behind him. Ken Anderson's diving into the pits. Interesting. Interesting. We got 15 minutes left to play. He's diving into the pits. Doesn't look like Ken Anderson has a lot of damage, but this is going to cycle him down a little bit, so interesting play. Curious on what it's for, but interesting. Vasquez now 3/10 back from Josh Kimball. Vasquez trying everything he can. This is going to help Josh Kimball out in that championship fight here. See Vasquez. Still not on the back end of Josh Kimball, but Josh Kimball. Look at Ken Anderson. Are they splashing dashing here in this race? I think they're splashing dashing. Interesting. There is no pit fuel requirement. Very curious. Very, very curious. There. As we see, Felix Palant has the damage fixed. Felix Palant trying to salvage what he can. He is now rolling out, ladies and gentlemen. As we see Easton now on the back end of Andre Lloyd-ish. As they hit sunset and working their way through, the cameraman is having a wonderful time with me. Having to try to switch over everything. This is actually a beautiful shot in the heli cam as they work their way around the grid. I gotta give that props. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful run. So as we see, Vasquez has gotten past Josh Kimball here in this race. That's going to allow him to start catching up to the other pro drivers. As we see Kowal, who's behind but yet in front of Vasquez in this fight here. Let's pull up back there. Who's the other portion? Oh, sorry, that was Sharma. Sometimes my eyes deceive me. The Ford Mustang driver of the AM class, lead in the P10 overall so far in this race, trying everything he possibly can to keep himself up there in this series here. Still have Perry Lewis, 8/10 back from Bandera. Looks like he hasn't improved anything in that fight. Ooh, a little bit of a bounce out of Vasquez in that Mustang, trying to work his way back up to catch Easton. He's about, should be about 16.5, but if he gets past Sharma, he still has time to rebuild up those lap times. So we're going to work our way down the grid, ladies and gentlemen. Your leader of the race, Hamza Gozar, in that Bentley. As we also have Christopher Shuffler, P2. Andrew Jaschke in P3. Followed by Joel Bandera. Ooh, Jaschke with a lot of front end damage. Surprised he isn't losing a lot more pace here. Bandera in P4. Perry Lewis, P5. DeBow, P6. LaRock, P7. We have Andre Lloyd, P8. Easton, P9. Eiston still trying to hunt down Andre Lloyd here in this battle, as we have Shahar Sharma here, as he's going to have Luis Vasquez, the pro driver, right behind him. Luis is going to want to try to squeeze right by him and get going here in this championship fight here. He's going to get a run out of this hairpin here onto the back straight. As we see Sharma moving over here. Here goes Vasquez down the inside up to the fast right-hander. Steelzifin, you have a great comment. Thank you very much. You know, I try the best that I possibly can. You know what I mean? Welcome to the chat. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. If you'd like to join us, you can join our Discord, or you can join. There's the Discord link by Exia. You can join. And hey, I'm Exia. You can join us on thesimgrid.com. And you can join us in the races. We have 2 more races after this to continue for our season. I believe it's one Silverstone and the other is another track, which is a magical track. I don't know the track off the top of my head, but the track is available for you to race if you'd like to join us here and race with us. We race at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Times on Friday nights. And then we also race... I will definitely join. Hey, welcome in. Come on in. We also do iRacing as well. We race GT4s on Monday. We have GT3s coming on. I don't know if I'm fast enough. Look, we have Pro, we have Silver, we have AM. We can find you a place to race. No matter what your pace is, everybody starts somewhere, and we'd be more than happy to help you grow and build into this league. Trust me, as the league owner, I am telling you, you have joined probably one of the best leagues to help you out. We're always here to help. We have 10 minutes left to play, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an excruciating race for everybody here in this series. And right now we got 20 drivers trying to finish it out to gain some time. Perry Lewis still 7/10ths back. Eiston 6/10ths back from Andre Lloyd, trying to reel him in, ladies and gentlemen. This battle has been developing all day long. They're probably sweating. They are probably losing their minds right now here in this battle, as these drivers are fighting it out here as we go through here. Let's take a look here. I apologize if I'm looking away from the screen. Okay, here we go. As Eiston now on the back end, as we see Steele says, I appreciate that. I need time. I need to get some practice in first for sure. Hey, you know what? We at any point in time when you're in the Discord, just reach out. Stefan Buckley, what is up? What car would you recommend for me to learn? I would say the best car for you to start off with, definitely the 296. The Macca is super easy to start off with. I would do those two most definitely. The Aston Martin is good, but it's a little bit trickier on the braking. But I highly recommend either the Macca or the 296 to start. They're definitely really good as well. I'm currently in the main of M4 GT3, but I'm looking for something new to try. The M4 is super strong. Stefan Buckley's going to stay the Nissan GTR, but I would... Oh, Bandera in the pits. Does he have a lot of damage? What happened there? We're going to rewind here to see what happened to Bandera here as the camera moves through. Here he goes through the... Oh, he loses it. Oh, wow. Ooh, Perry Lewis is losing. Oh, man, what a shame there. That's what happened here. Ooh, hey, look. Hoonigan Mustang with a lot of damage. I wouldn't go with the Nissan GTR to start, especially in this game. I wouldn't. I would highly recommend doing the 296, the Macca. I prefer the Porsche in this series, as we see Jashki, cameraman, is trying to do his best here. Jashki in the pits. It looks like he's going to be serving some damage here. Let's take a look as we bounce around here. Josh Kimball now chasing down Sharma to move up the grid a little bit, as we see Liam McNeil now. Liam McNeil, this is going to be a battle for silver against Kowal here. So this is definitely interesting. Christopher Shuffler hanging out. This is going to help him in that overall championship fight to boost himself up in this points. I've heard a lot of good things about the Porsche. The Porsche is really good. I love the Porsche. I love the Porsche. The Mustang is a very good car. It's super strong. It's super solid. A lot of the people in the league would be more than happy to help you with understanding the Mustang and getting a feel for it. As we see Liam McNeil now 5/10 back from Kowal. Kowal with a lot of damage. Liam McNeil with a lot of damage. Here goes Liam McNeil. This is going to be a battle for the P4 in the championship fight here. P4 on the track for the Silvers, and P1 in your hearts for this battle here as they go through. But no, the Mustang is a good car. The Mustang is, it's a decent car. It's got a good sound, good braking. The only issue with the Mustang is Jashke dives in the pits to get a lot of damage replaced. The only issue with the Mustang is the fact that it's very tail happy, so you have to be very careful on the throttle. The Porsche is good because you can brake. Oh, it's Josh Kimball is in the wall. There's damage right there. That's going to allow Kowal and Liam McNeil. As for those that do not know, the battle for silver here at GTMR 1 through 8 is separated by 4 points. So this is definitely going to stir things up here, ladies and gentlemen. Probably going to go practice the Porsche after the stream ends. Well, there you go. Definitely join in. If you're curious on where you'd have to be, definitely reach out to me in the Discord. My name is Exia. I'm the league owner. Reach out to me and I can help you figure out where you're going to need to be placed. Where do you recommend I find setups? I recommend you can always ask the community to see if someone has a setup for you. I also recommend if you want to find more of like an esports setup, you have Coach Dave. Coach Dave offers ACC setups. As Liam McNeil takes a look, and he's going to back out of it into the final corner. As we see the number 6 car of Brian Katz losing it up on Sunset. Katz going to have to try to figure something out as he rolls out. It's going to look like the 69 car of Bandera is going to be approaching. Katz possibly may have a lot of damage as he works his way down the hill. Coach Dave is decent. I highly recommend Coach Dave or Jaimo. And then, yep, there's Go setups. There's also Lopez, I believe, as well. I would recommend. I like Jaimo personally. I think Jaimo does amazing setups. As Perry Lewis now lost a Bo up in the front. Now Perry Lewis in the back. So now this is going to be a battle for the lead of the silver category here. As we see Perry Lewis working his way on the background as they work their way down the backstreet. But yeah, I highly recommend. I like Jaimo more. But that's just me personally. As we see Perry Lewis taking a look super late on the brakes here heavily. What can he do? Liam McNeil still trying to figure out something with Kowal there. 8/10 back. We're going to be jumping over there with them very shortly. Mr. Stefan Buckley, I hope all is well with you. How are you, good sir? As we see... as they go up into the first turn here, heavily on the brakes. Perry Lewis now trying to figure something out with DeBow. You miss us, come race with us, Buckley. You let Buckley, if you want to race with us, let me know. I'll undisqualify you, and I'll get you into the series. I'll get you racing with us, all right, buddy? As we see Perry Lewis trying a different attack, different approach into that hairpin as he goes through. Liam McNeil now 2/10 back. Did he get Kowal? He did not. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle out of the Ferrari of the Curb Sport Ferrari here as they work their way through. Down heavily into the brakes. You see Josh Kimball in the background. So we have 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to play. Josh Kimball. He's got Felix Palant right behind him. That is not a battle for position. That's Felix Palant just trying to figure out Work his way back up the grid. Ooh, heavily on the brakes here. Oh, you can definitely see he is trying to set something up. He is trying to make something happen. Perry Lewis backing off of DeBow. Looks like he possibly could have caught a wall a little bit with being 3 seconds back from DeBow here. Injured arm got hit. I couldn't release my wheel fast. Ooh. Well, I hope all is well, buddy. Definitely take some medicine. Relax. I'm here to stream for you. I'm also streaming on my personal Twitch as well. Oh, Liam McNeil loses the back end of it. Oh, what a shame there. Oh, he's going to have to cover the brakes. Here goes, oh, Kimball, Felix Palant here. Ken Anderson's going to squeeze right by. Oh, here comes Hamza. Hamza manages to dodge. Oh, here comes the leaders as they work their way through. Looks like it's clear here. Alan Zoo's the only person else. Oh, that could have messed up. That could have been a spicy one at the things of race. Any tracks you would recommend I learn? For the tracks, if you're going to sign up for this season, Steels in, I would definitely highly recommend going for Silverstone is always a good one because that's going to be on our calendar here as well for what we're going to be racing. Then we have Kailami next. That's the track. I knew it was a track that we were going to remember. I knew it was. We got 20 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. This race is almost done. The gauntlet of Bathurst is almost finished for these guys. We got Kailami coming up right after this. I really only know Spa, Barcelona, Monza, Hungary, and so pretty much you know all the F1 tracks other than Silverstone. So I would highly recommend the minute the stream is done, start practicing, start sweating. Kailami and Silverstone coming up here. And then we can get you in the grid, on the track, racing with everybody, having some fun, and definitely killing it with everybody else. All right? Pretty much for the F1 tracks, I know. We all start somewhere as we go. Slight F1 bias. It's okay. I mean, it is what it is as we go through here. So let's take a look at what close battle do we have. We do not have anything right now. White lap, Hamza Gozar coming through here as he cresses the, a little bit almost tap on the wall here as the Bentley driver works his way up to sunset here. He's going to have Ken Anderson in front of him. Here he goes through, catching a little bit of the curb. Hopefully he crashes. I mean, he doesn't crash. To help, and a little bit of bias towards Shuffy because I love Shuffy. But no, in all seriousness, Hamza Gozar has done an amazing season so far. He was given 6 cars. Six different cars that he had the individual chance to race. 1 car each race. Now, the cars all were different, changing. All of them super slow. This one, he tricked me. He should have had even a slower car compared to the Bentley. Technically should have been given the 2015 car, but we made a deal and I gave him the 2018 car out of being nice and respectful. So next race he's going to get anything that is, he's going to get the bottom of the bottom. He's getting the GT4 car. But here he goes, coming up to the final corner. He's going to cross the line. This is going to be your Bathurst winner for round 4. There you are. Hamza Gozar crosses the line. Christopher Shuffler, in your hearts, number 1 in your booklets, or wait, is it number 1 in your hearts, number 2 in your booklets? That could be possible. Number 1 in your hearts, number 2 in your booklets, Christopher Shuffler, coming up to the final course. He's about to cross the line here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry, I apologize. We're going to have a battle here. Easton, Lloyd working their way through down the hill. Easton now here. He's trying to make something happen in this final lap here. Ooh, can Easton make it stick? Oh, Lloyd with a beautiful run out of the hairpin here. Easton now going to try to reel him in. Anderson's done. Liam McNeil's done. Jashke's done. Zoo is done. Felix Palant is done here in this race. Here they go. Up to the final chicane, final hair. chicane. Ooh, icing goes beautiful deep on the brakes. Can he get a run? He took out 3/10. Here we go up to the final corner. Is icing going to send it? Oh, he's not. Is Lloyd going to wiggle a little bit? Oh, but Ison wiggles. And he goes across the line. We're going to jump back down. Here is Sharma and Cruz. They're going to be finishing up their race. Sharma. I don't know why I keep saying Sharma. Sharma, the India driver, coming through here through the final chicane. Katz gets disqualified. Interesting. Very curious on what happened there. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. He's about to cross the line. He does. He finishes Kowal now in that P9 spot here into the final corner. Then we'll have Josh Kimball and Vasquez. Now here comes Kimball up to the final corner, and Vasquez crosses the line. If any beginners want to run with other beginners, hit me up. Hey, you know what? K-Hand, join the league. You can join in with us. You can race AM as we wait for Vasquez. He looks like did he run out of fuel? I think Vasquez ran out of fuel, ladies and gentlemen. He is slowly rolling. I think he possibly ran out of fuel. He ran out of fuel. What is the red numbers means? Oh, the red numbers is amateur class. He actually ran out of fuel. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your end of your race here. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Well, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I apologize for this. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Hamza Gozar, Christopher Shuffler, P2. P3 was... crap, I forgot. I apologize. I was too busy bouncing my head around trying to figure everything else out here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the red numbers means that they're amateur drivers. The dark gray means that they're silver class, and white means that they are pro, ladies and gentlemen. So it is truly an honor to have all of you guys here, all of you guys watching. The ball P3, let's go. P3 on the grid, P1 in your hearts. For the silver class, ladies and gentlemen, it's been truly an honor. I wish you all the best. I'm going to be calling it a night, and I just want to say thank you guys for all being a part with me and being a part with us on the grid as we go through. It is truly an honor to have all of you guys here. And if you'd like to join, please join us on our Discord. I'm going to post up one more link for the Discord here for you guys to be a part of it and to race with us. It's truly an honor to have you. Have a good night as well. Join us in VC as well, Steels. Then you can have a chit chat and then get to learn the league, get to know everybody. All right. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to have a wonderful weekend. We're going to definitely be racing again next week at Kailami. So join us there at Kailami. It's definitely going to be a blast and fun. So you guys have you did join. That's awesome. I'm going to keep an eye out for you. Definitely tell you hello. So adios, guys. You guys have a wonderful weekend. All right.